Hello and welcome back to my Delusion playthrough. Last episode we explored the city of Ferropolis some more. It's a really big city, I must say. We found out that all the missing people and buildings and whatever have been transported to some kind of pocket dimension by the king. And now we're gonna meet up again with our contact in the park. Under the gazebo, I assume again. There she is. Our friend from the Machinist Guild, Afra. Afra's mechanical arm gives you a fluid salutation. So friend, now you've seen the cost of the king's madness. Will you help me? I'll compensate you, of course, as best a humble engineer can. You have my attention. O King's mercy, thank you. You cannot know how grateful I am that someone understands. I've been working on a spell. It would stop the vanishings and reform the king's power so that it can only alter people at their own request, with their consent, just like we talked about, see? Unfortunately, my spell must be enacted inside the king's audience chamber, and these days only Speaker Sunil and his inner circle are allowed in. They're also paranoid about the saboteur. But you, the king summoned you specifically. Do you realize how rare that is? Its Majesty doesn't make mistakes, only decisions we don't understand yet, and Its Majesty had decided you are important. If we can induce the king to summon you again, Sunil would have to let you in. He'd never disobey a royal command. Then you can input my spell. Does that all make sense? Sure. I have questions about this plan of yours. Whatever is clouded, I shall strive to illuminate. Tell me more about what your spell does. It's actually something I've been working on for years. Cypher magic allowed me to become who I am today, and I believe everyone should have that power. So why not let the king alter anyone who asks for it? Once I understand the scale of the vanishings, however, I realized that my spell might be the only way to halt them quickly enough without introducing some other potentially catastrophic new fault. If my analysis is correct, this would begin to heal the king's madness while improving the lives of everyone in the kingdom. Alas, Speaker Sunil has not been receptive to these ideas. Yeah, the problem is that I don't trust this a lot. Every time I've made a decision in this game so far, it was like either something horrible happens or something else horrible, so I doubt that it will be as nice as she describes there. Anyway, haven't you tried to tell Sunil about the mirror world? Yes, he told me that I was mistaken, that it was all just a mirage of the corruption, that this wasn't my department. Even questioned whether I might be falling prey to corruption myself. I've been under surveillance ever since. What else can I make lucid? What happens if I don't input your spell? Then I'll try to find another way. But I fear our clock is short. The king is giving us a million warnings and we're ignoring all of them. There may not be another chance before the situation becomes irretrievable. What does that mean, irretrievable? The best case scenario is that Sunil is right and I am wrong. The king's madness will self-correct over time and everything will balance out. In the middling scenario, everyone in the kingdom vanishes and this entire island is consumed by the corruption. As for the worst case scenario, according to my analysis, there's an outside chance we would suffer a catastrophic arcane event akin to a miniature world rent. The fact that it would probably be limited to this island is cold comfort to those of us that live here. Alright, that's all my questions for now. Gosh, I hope that all made sense. I think you're the first person who's ever heard the whole thing out loud. Back to the task at hand. First, we must catch the king's attention. About a month ago, strange phenomena were reported in a graveyard outside Ferropolis. My analysis suggests these phenomena as a secret message from Its Majesty. Take my Machinist Guild insignia and investigate the graveyard. The graveyard keeper may be able to assist you. Use it carefully, friend. These insignia command great power throughout the kingdom. Now I could be wrong, but I suspect the message will begin with music, like this. She hums a haunting tune, somehow familiar and ethereal all at once, like a lullaby from time's own beginning. You have a good voice, you know. She looks genuinely pleased. How kind! Well, perhaps if this whole machinist business doesn't pan out, I can make a living as a troubadour. So is your mission clear? I think I understand. How else can I empower you? Just wish me luck. All the luck in the world. Oh, and friend, please don't breathe a word of our plan to anyone, especially Speaker Sunil. I shudder to think what he'd do to us if he found out. Yeah, I'm kind of worried that you will die anyway. You know. Oh, this is all too good right now. But maybe I'm just depressed from the endless realm. Alright, so a graveyard outside the city. We have a bunch of stuff to do outside the city anyway. Here we are. Can go here to the whole north. Yeah, let's leave the city. I see some money up there, but that's okay. We'll come back to it. I have enough money, to be honest. Alright. And I saw some chests over there. Do we get all around here? Like here, on this little ledge? Okay. This is interesting. It worked though, so let's don't fall down, I guess. Alright, I think we looted pretty much everything here. So let's have a look at our quests. The vision trait, Yasmin's daughter Nadia has fallen into an endless sleep due to her bottled vision addiction, leaving her family on the brink of ruin. Vidal, the vision trader, advised you to seek help from Dr. Prip at the Royal Vision Works in the far northeast of the Clockwork Kingdom. Alright. This is graveyard northwest of Ferropolis. I think that's where we're going, kind of. Missing person. We have to go to the Library of Untruths. We already did the safe patches, I think. Find the lost royal freight capsule somewhere in the countryside northwest of Ferropolis. Okay. There we go. We haven't had any hints at where the person that we're really searching here is. The Caxton Frost. But I'm sure we're gonna find him at some point. Alright, I'm going southwest now, but we should, for the quest, we should go northwest, but there's still stuff for me to explore up there, down there, really. So I want to do that. Don't want to miss stuff. Up. We deal a lot of damage now with damage increasing, armor, helmet entering. It's good. And we have a lot of might anyway. Well, what do we have up here? The sign down there might tell us. Oh, there's a big lock. Oh, and we can just enter. Also, let's put this on our map. This is the object graveyard. Okay, never mind, this is northwest to the Ferropolis. So this is, I guess, where we are supposed to go anyway. Graveyard as an... the dumpster, kind of. Oh, and I'm hearing stuff. But, yeah. Graveyard of machines. Let's talk to the graveyard keeper. Welcome to the graveyard, pal. What brings you all the way out here? This doesn't look like any graveyard I've seen. Have funny sort of gravestones, ain't they? This is where they keep the things the Clockwork King makes what no one can find a use for. Teapots, chess sets, bathtubs, grand pianos, it all ends here. Some things nobody even knows what they are. When its majesty makes them, I couldn't tell you. Why its majesty makes them, I couldn't tell. There's plenty of stuff people would give their lives and left arm would give their left arm, I guess, for that ain't getting built. But it's not for me to question the logic of our king. Show Machinist's insignia. I'm here on official business. Blimey, you mean someone's actually been reading my reports? Better late than never, I suppose. It's these yellow boxes, you see. We've had them for years, but even the king's speaker himself couldn't make head nor tail of them. Told me to look after them till they're needed. That'll be the day. Well, a fair few ticks ago, some of the boxes started talking, and now they won't shut up. Weird stuff, music sometimes, mind. I know better than to listen. Maybe you could take a look. Most of the boxes here don't talk. You will have to listen closely if you want to find the right ones. Alright, I'll be going. The yellow boxes, they're maybe like telephone booths. Kind of look like telephone booths. Okay. Ah, this one talks. Hello, you talk. Inside the yellow box is a mechanical console. The Indians, it's a telephone. With something like an ear trumpet hanging on a curly wire. Tinny noises issue from its mouth. Pick up the trumpet and listen. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. Your brain is flooded by a cacophony of jagged noise. Then you realize it's some kind of otherworldly music. The music throbs in an alien time signature, defying your attempts to track its rhythm. Ghostly, inhuman voices lap over each other like waves. It feels like a memory from before the universe was made. This doesn't seem like the king's message. You'll have to try one of the other boxes. Alright. This is very mysterious, I must say. To keep an ear open for another one. Yep, there we have another one. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. You can hear two people in soft conversation, their voices echoing as if from the other end of a long stone passage. There now, it'll be alright. How is it going to be alright? Lydia's just gone, and nobody remembers. I feel like my brain is melting and running out of my ears. I know. All I mean is, we've got each other, and I ain't going nowhere. I was washing up today. Did you ever notice how many dishes we have? Enough for 5 people, not 2. Well, helps to have extra, don't it? You know we can't afford more of anything than we need. You had an extra bed too before we sold it. And that cot. This doesn't seem like the king's message. I'm gonna keep listening though. I suppose it was nice to have guests round. Before all of this, I mean. And do you remember ever having guests? How many people used to live in this house, Cressy? I don't know. No, me neither. There's a long silence and then a series of odd little wet sounds. Oi, oi! What are you doing? Sorry, I should stop. I didn't say stop. Oh, this is... Okay. You hear a grateful sigh, a giggle, and then a loving moan. You quickly put the trumpet back down before you hear any more. Alright. Yes, we don't need to listen to that. And there's another one. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. An old man's voice echoes from the other end. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? I don't know where I am. Please, it's cold. Stay calm, I'll try to help you. The old man doesn't seem to be able to hear you. I can't see anything. I can't feel my body. Is anyone there? Hello? Please, if everyone's there, say something. This doesn't seem like the king's message. Oh no. So this person is probably in the... got transport into the pocket dimension where it's cold and nobody's there. And the other ones were just people living in Ferropolis or something. There's another one. At first you just hear hissing and then the tune that Afra hummed. A genderless voice announces with mechanical regularity. 6, 1, 6, 3, 2, break, 5, 2, 6. Order, Bantam, 2, break, 4, 6. The voice drones on and then repeats. This must be the king's message. You scribble down everything you can, then replace the trumpet. Alright. We got some kind of code here. Maybe that will help us. Can we listen to this one over here also? I remember there was another one. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. It's a whirlwind of noise, chattering voices, snatches of song, weird mechanical screeches. At one point you hear your own name. You hurriedly replace the trumpet. Okay. We listen to all of them now, I think. Yeah. What does the quest say? I guess we go back to Afra. You transcribe the secret message left by the king in the object graveyard northwest of Ferropolis. Return to Afra in the park in Ferropolis after nightfall. Yeah. But I'm gonna explore this area a bit more here. We have been in this land ship, but not around here at all, apart from that. Yeah, you know, at least these people still have normal trees, and as cold as winter is, it's still kind of natural. In opposition to the Endless Realm, but just everything is horrible, everything rots, and... yeah, you know. I've been there. Ah, it was horrible. Oh, also there's like something behind the graveyard. I see that now. Gonna go there on the way back. Trees are talking, kind of. But what is this over there? Might be oh, it's like a separate island, right? This is not where we've been, I think. No, I don't know. Probably too far away for us to see it with the... No, okay, we can see a little bit. Okay, yeah, I see something in there. Skull and stuff. I'm sure we're gonna get there. Spiders and cannons. What do we have here? A little tower? Not that little, but that's a tower. Region. One of these weird things here again. It works. If it works, it works. You know. Don't question it. I'm friends with these skull machines. We go. Oh, nice, nice. And we have a chest here. And I saw a Delusion. Mechanical lockpick. An ingenious device from the handlings of lockpicks. Will prevent lockpicks from breaking if the attempt nearly succeeds. This device bears the stamp of the Clockwork Kingdom and was likely produced in one of their vast factories. Oh, that's nice to have. So if you were like off by one number or something, it will not break maybe. So that's very, very useful. Do we have to put that on as like a ring? Oh wait, we have, yeah, we have to. What is this? Discount? And this is locks easier to pick. Yeah, we have so much money, we don't really need the discount, I think. Alright. Thank you for the glimmer of delusion. Kind of mast here. Oh, and we see something goes down. Oh. Yeah, what is this? Leading somewhere. See like a stranded airship there? Interesting. Kind of thinking that we will meet our ghost friend here again. Yeah, I saw her there. Didn't she give us like a quest? There. She has asked you to meet her at the wreckage of the Black Goblin airship, which drifts to the northwest of the Clockwork Kingdom. There we go. Let me sheath my sword. Let's talk to her. This pile of junk was once the most fearsome pirate ship of the Skyrims, the Black Goblin. Merchants from Puria to El Esfra feared its volley of cipher-inscribed cannonballs. The Union Navy paid us a fortune to headhunt its captain. In the end, we got the coin and the ship. Few dared cross the dark stars after that. How did you win the ship battle? We were going up against a galleon with a tiny schooner. We had 2 guns, they had 20 per side. By anyone's measure, it was pure suicide. But I've always had a certain knack for foresight. I knew they would commit their starboard, so we had the better of them. Before they knew it, we had one of our guns pointing straight at their rear. But this was not any old gun, it was one of Caxton Frost's cannon. A single blast from that thing tore straight through the whole ship, setting it ablaze. In the confusion, our boarding party was on deck. We were 8 against 100, but with a few words from the Duchess, they found their swords to be awfully heavy. Orlaith cut through swathes of them, carving a path to their captain. By the time Vela had her sword to his neck, he had soiled himself. Oh no. The ship was ours, and that night we got so plastered from their stores of rum I accidentally exploded a silk slug. That poor thing. So what went wrong? After the Black Goblin came the Blinding Lights. A mercenary company with a galleon is impressive, but with a God War fortress? None could best us. But it was around then that Vela and Orlaith stumbled upon a map, deep in some Emberian ruin. It told of the cradle, buried far below in the Underlands, which held the power to change everything. Vela was always ambitious. We thought she could build her fantasy, a heaven of her own making, but now she was speaking something else entirely. She wanted to become a god, to change the very fabric of reality. But why? To what end? She claims that she would right all the wrongs, the world's wrongs. Balance the scales so the common folk can live like nobles and ruler no longer lust for war. So what happened next? The crew was split. Some were eager to follow her to the Underlands, especially if it would make them even more rich. But many of us thought she had crossed into madness. Her fame had twisted into infamy, and even the Inquisition now considered us criminals. From infancy I had learned to listen to the language of the cosmos. Cipher flows through all things. Its grammar and syntax weave through our bodies and dreams alike. To change those rules, for me, would be a bigger heresy than slaying 1,000 gods. So when Orlaith raised her sword against Vela and stirred the crew of the Black Goblin to mutiny, I was willing to spill my own blood for the cause. And spill it I would. No, is that when you died? Let's have a look if there's anything left in this ship. You moved up there. Oh, what's this? Phanthotic bomb, okay. In truth, I knew the Black Goblin stood no chance against the God War fortress. The blinding light's guns tore through our hull in moments, leaving us sinking towards the clouds. Through the smoke and the chaos, I saw Vela aboard our ship. She was furious. Her and Orlaith were like sisters. She couldn't take the betrayal. Through the haze of battle, I saw their blades clash, and I saw Orlaith, her defense broken, hurled from the side of the ship. And then a crash like I've never felt before. The ship had run aground. When I came to, in this very spot, Vela stood overhead, staring right at me. I was bloody, wounded, but Vela just turned and walked away. It was at that moment I was born, the spectral echo of my former self. I tried to scream, I tried to cry, but I had not yet learned how to coalesce into a body, a shape. So I watched my corporeal body, my former self, lie there, barely clinging to life. I watched the Inquisition agents arrive, and I saw her scream as they dragged her away. I watched as they threw her in a cell, and the instruments of agony tore into her flesh. I watched as her will broke, and she spilled every secret she knew. I watched as they destroyed her. Oh. Maybe she is like the woman who is like in that terrible torturous device. I'm so sorry. Spare no tears for me, stranger. I have long abandoned self-pity. Does it mean another version of you still lives? Of course, stranger. It's only in those old fairy tales, the Middle Ages, that one has to die to become a ghost. In fact, you're well acquainted with my corporeal self. She winks. I'm sure you can figure out who, yeah. The Inquisition agent, I don't remember her name, in the torture device. So is it revenge you're after? When I saw Vela standing over me in that moment of my creation, it was not hatred I felt, it was heartbreak. For I loved her, stranger, I loved her dearly. And suddenly I saw all those possible futures I had scryed. All those joyous fantasies just melt away. The Vela I saw was the Vela I had always feared. So no, stranger, I seek no revenge. I hold no hatred in my heart, if I can be said to have one at all. I just want this all to stop. I want to see her smile again. Oh, thanks for the story. I'm glad you listened, stranger. Soon enough you'll face Vela again. Now you may have one single advantage over her. You may understand her. Alright. We definitely have to talk to that Inquisition agent also again. Does it say anywhere here? High Confessor, yeah. She's probably the High Confessor, or her bodily form is. Ah, that hits one right into the feelings. I really like this game. It's a good one. But I'm gonna leave her to it now. Looking over the land. What is that over there actually? Is that Vela's fortress? Oh, okay, yeah. That's Blinding Light Fortress, I guess. Yeah, it's called Vela's fortress here. Yeah. Then they tried, but they crashed here. Maybe this island was closer to the fortress at some point, who knows. Well, there we go. Did we update the quest? Or is it just gone now? No, we completed the quest, alright. I'm sure that's not the last we've seen of that ghost. Some silk, very nice. And what do we have here? Have up here? Doesn't look like there's anything really. Just another one of these masts. Okay, no, we have stuff there. Oh, this is just... It's just this way back. Oh, we have been here. Oh, have we? No, never mind. We have been here. There are two paths over to the Clockwork Kingdom, I guess. Again, don't get shot by this cannon. Can we enter this? Near miss, pick not broken, there we go. Pickled head, oh! His withered face is frozen in a look of ingenious or ignis vexation, while his eyes rolled back fully into their sockets, gazing into some eternal brinescape of the mind, resemble hard-boiled eggs. Oh no, what is that? That's a very Futurama-esque. Can we just go over here? Okay. We might need a apostatic union passport over at that bridge there. Yeah, and I don't think we have one anymore. But we also have a erudite academy scholar here, searching for landmarks, I assume. Hello? The scholar looks jittery at your approach. Thank the stars, I thought you were one of the king's goons. You weren't observed coming here, were you? As you've no doubt already discerned, my presence on this island is a matter of utmost secrecy. The Inquisition is sorely in want of up-to-date intelligence from the Clockwork Kingdom, whereas the Academy has cartographic expertise and a bottomless need for funding. So a deal was struck, and now here I am, playing at bloody espionage. I'd better get tenure for this. I've charged cipher charts to hand in. Excellent, 60 coins, damn. Yes, these will do nicely. The detail here is impressive for one of your limited experience. Please take this in recompense. Farewell. Alright. Lockpick. Up. Yeah, doubt that we can cross over this bridge at this point. We'll need to acquire another passport. Yes, I've got a passport right here. Yeah. That's a lie that is seen through pretty quickly. Alright, alright. So we've been here. Pretty much explored this. And here. Alright. And I wanted to have a look behind the graveyard. There was something there. And have I been in this little tower over there? This very sharp tower there. Not sure. Cannot doubt it. I don't think I've been into the tower. Oh, and Denmark. No, I have not been here. Nope. It's the wrong tool. Well, so what do we have here? Library of Untruths. Ah, that's where we wanted to go anyway, for some quests. What's this? What did we want to do here? Prison works. Graveyard. Ah, the missing person. I mean, Library of Untruths doesn't sound very inspiring. They have a book here. Dispatch number 486. Traitor Frost dead at last. The infamous traitor Caxton Frost, an esteemed archaeologist who spurned the Clockwork Kingdom to become a barbarous outlaw, has officially been declared dead by Its Majesty the Clockwork King, thereby turning the final page upon a catalogue of villainy so base as to shock and astound the patriotic citizen. In a proclamation dated year 27, month 4, day 31, Its Majesty ordained that although no remains have yet been recovered, reports of Mr. Frost's death are now sufficiently numerous and royal auguries sufficiently concordant as to establish to a high degree of likelihood that the scoundrel is no more. Born in the 16th year Anti-Rex to Kenton Frost, nee Spatchcock, a shipwright formerly of Lundell, and Gloria Frost, an arms maker likewise of Lundell, in what is now Progress, Istrik Oblast, Mr. Frost excelled at both archaic letters and modern sciences. Following intensive studies in Bayonne, he became a pioneer of the new school of techno-archaeology, by which these two disciplines are combined so that the wonders of the ancient world may be resurrected for the advancement of all humankind. Among Mr. Frost's most marvelous adventures were the discovery and inventory of the wreck of the Crimson Library, recovery of the so-called Embalmer's Testament from tomb of the charlatan god, the conclusive identification of an ancient weather divination shrine in the Breathless Lands, the functioning restoration of a menagerie of Emberian animal automatons, and several perilous excavations upon subnumeral islands, some at altitudes as low as 200 fathoms. Though frequently courted by ladies of the kingdom, he insisted that his love was only for his country, by which device he deterred many admirers, while making others only more ardent. In year 16 of the Clockwork Era, at the age of 33, Mr. Frost was named a hero of the Clockwork Kingdom for his leadership of the royal expedition to the Underlands, said honor also being awarded posthumously to his chief aetherist Magda. Magda showed Fury. See Dispatches Pasm. Despite catastrophic and unforeseeable impairment of the craft and equipment, which is now suspected to have been an early exploit of the hated saboteur, Mr. Frost and Dr. Chaudhuri prevailed in salvaging the expedition with minimal casualties and carried back many prizes of lost Emberia, including diverse items once used for ritual purposes. Alas, scarcely 2 years later, Mr. Frost would repay these honors by defecting to the defeatist entity known to its dupes as the Apostatic Union, and soon afterwards making covenant with a band of ruthless sellswords known as the Darkstar Company, among whom he was known as the Professor. 'Twas said by former colleagues that he had been envious of the riches awarded by the entity to its most loyal minions, and oft complained for want of such baubles. However, this defection availed him little, for the largest fortune ever attached to his bad name was the price posted upon his head by the polymaths of the entity, which in time grew sufficient for an archduke's ransom. Among his crimes were accounted the robbery of priceless treasures from the Astral College in Bayonne, the slaughter of hostages at the siege of Saracolco, and the sinking of the merchant freighter Popinja, with many innocents aboard. This unity being the inevitable wage of ambition, the Dark Stars at last turned upon each other, with many slain by the fraternal blades, and the whole company presently scattered to the wind. Thereafter nothing more was heard of Mr. Frost, save sundry reports that he had been murdered by his partners in depravity, possibly due to a dispute of the affections of their leader Vela Kalose, with whom Mr. Frost is said to have been infatuated. Oh, there we go. The proclamation of month 4, day 31 will permit Mr. Frost's remaining family to claim a royal pension that was hitherto denied them. For Its Majesty has further determined, following a rigorous investigation, that they bore no blame for their wayward relatives' misdeeds, and therefore warrant an exception to the usual rule that no citizen may profit by the actions of a traitor, notwithstanding any countervailing evidence that may emerge hereafter. Mr. Frost is survived by his older sister Maggie and by his younger twin sisters Liberty and Audacity. Interesting names. This week's commendations. The Citizens Literacy Commendation is awarded every fortnight to the first 6 readers to send a correct solution to our regular word puzzle. For dispatch number 485, publication century 0, year 27, month 4, day 24, the winners in order of receipt were as follows: Hester Chatterjee, Mardak Maguire, G. Jackshamir Jarbo, G. Mishkin, Carmen O. Lascaux, O. Mishkin. 2 Mishkins here. Mishkin might have been the person who was searching for a missing person. Or then again, I might be mixing up names. The puzzle setter was Armistice Wu, junior comitologist. Members of the Blessed Machinist Guild may send in their solutions to be checked, but are not eligible for commendation. Alright. So we learned a lot there about Caxton Frost, the person who we are searching for. So that's good. This is indeed an impressive library. Let's talk to the librarian. This woman is in late middle age, perfectly inconspicuous, but for her bright red lipstick. She looks up from a stack of papers to inspect you through half-moon glasses. Can I help you, dearie? Do try to keep your voice down. The meshapedes are provoked by sound. Sorry, the what? Meshapedes, dearie. They stay snuggled away most of the time. If I were to scream, they'd come scurrying out hungry for blood. But I'm sure you wouldn't give me any case for that, hmm? That sounds perfectly normal for a library. Bloodthirsty machines that come out if you're too loud. Now can I help you find anything? Is this the Library of Untruths by any chance? The Library of what? That certainly doesn't sound like a real place, dearie. If such a place did exist, you wouldn't be allowed there. And so, if this was it, you'd have to leave, but she smiles sweetly at you. It doesn't, and this isn't, so you're fine. Does this change your answer? Oleg's locket. What's this? Did Oleg send you? Damn it. I've already told him I know nothing about any... Her eyes catch the locket and suddenly she can't look away. Locket. So you do recognize it. I've never seen this locket in my life, except... Why does it feel so... She takes it gingerly, feeling it in her hands. She shoves the locket back at you. Please leave. Tell that drunken bloody oaf I want nothing to do with him. And I'm not... Oh, this might be his daughter. She slams her fist on the desk to emphasize her point, prompting a chorus of mechanical chitters from the ceiling. The librarian sighs and lowers her voice to a sharp whisper. As I said, I'm not rescinding my petition. Sorry, what petition do you mean? Our divorce petition. Isn't that why Oleg sent you? We've been waiting more than a year now for Its Majesty's ruling. Unfortunately, there's a backlog. You misunderstood. I'm looking for Oleg's missing child. She listens to your explanation with a glowing alarm. But that's preposterous. That can't be right. I know that isn't. Her eyes return inexorably to the locket. King's mercy. It's true, isn't it? So that's his wife. She looks back at you, seemingly on the verge of tears. I apologize for my outbursts. I'm a little taken aback. You see, it's my child too. Listen, I can't help you. This is just an ordinary library. You see, there's nothing here about any missing child. And I'm authorized to help you with whatever you need. Do you understand? I get it. You're enchanted, so you can't talk about this place. She gives you a meaningful look. Don't be absurd. There used to be a librarian here who could only lie, but she turned into a dragon and flew away. Oh, this is interesting. So she can not tell the truth or something? If there were any record of a child, how would I find it? Well, since neither I nor Oleg can remember the child, it stands to reason that they never existed. And if they never existed, there couldn't be any records. Certainly not here. Anyway, there's no way to access the reading room upstairs without a royal permit. No way at all. Can you imagine if it was something as simple as a hidden lever? Her gaze briefly darts down under her desk. He yawns erratically. Oh dear, I'm feeling rather tired. You'll behave yourself if I rest my eyes for a moment, won't you? Reach over her desk for the hidden lever. Your fingers quest around underneath the lip of her desk until they find something that clicks. Upstairs, you hear a mechanical door clank open. Don't worry, you've been very helpful. Thank God. Thank you, dearie. It's Genevieve, by the way, my name. Genevieve Mishkin. Yeah, they are the Mishkins, okay. I guess maybe he and his wife succeeded in the puzzle, the word puzzle. I don't know why, but I felt you should know that. Genevieve. Alright. This leads just back outside. There we go. Some iron ore. Always good to have. Some coins. So I can see... no, never mind. I thought there was a stairs outside also, but we have to go upstairs from inside. Up these stairs. This is a very weird library. Guess she's being controlled by the king. Also, my first thought would just be that their daughter was transported into the pocket dimension. But we'll see if there's more to it, maybe. Anything on the outside? Throwing knife? Alright. Let's have a look. Oh, this is... seems like some important scroll. The machine thrums with sorcery. A quill is tethered to it by a silver chain. Welcome to the library of untruths. Please inscribe thy query. Beware! Unsanctioned access is punishable by controlled annihilation. Controlled annihilation. That's a good word. Alright. Show me your file on Oleg Igorovich Mishkin. Wheels and gears begin to spin. Below your feet you hear the library pulling up scrolls to be loaded into the machine. Pondering. Alas, cannot summon Codex. Record of fault. Codex is not sanctioned for this installation. Only redacted subjects are listed in this archive. Descrying related codices. Genevieve Elodie Mishkin, Branch 1. Igor Suleymanovich Mishkin. Oh, there we have them. Igor might be the son or something. Daughter. Show me your file on Genevieve Mishkin, Branch 1. Genevieve Elodie Mishkin, Branch 1. Birth date Antirex 17 month 5 day 5. Birthplace Saint Void, Apathetic Republic of Bayonne. Status redacted. Show me a list of this person's relatives. Genevieve Elodie Mishkin, Branch 0, status alive. Oleg Igorovich Mishkin, spouse, status alive. Jalet Oleg Govna Mishkin, first child, status deceased at birth. And Indira Oleg Govna Mishkin, second child, status deceased, age 7, pox. There's one more entry which somehow didn't appear in your initial search. Elias cannot conjure verse. Third child, status Elias cannot conjure verse. Tell me more about Genevieve's unknown third child. Elias cannot summon codex. Record of fault. Subject re-indexed under Royal Project. Horoscope by petition of Sunil Khan, King's Speaker. Oh. What is Project Horoscope? Elias cannot summon chapter. Record of fault. Chapter sealed by petition of Sunil Khan, King's Speaker. Maybe the king isn't even the evil person in this kingdom, or like maybe it's just Sunil Khan who's controlling the king. Can you show me anything related to this person? Pondering, the machine rumbles and whirls for some time as it dredges up the next scroll from deep within the recesses of the library. Annals of Royal Project Horoscope. Case file subject 5. Some name. Common name Alaska not controverse. Birth date Anthrax 4, month 5, day 59. Birthplace unknown, Yansk Oblast. Branch 0, Alaska not controverse. Branch 1, dead by suicide. Branch 11, Branch 2, dead in prison. Branch 3, executed for sedition. Branch 4, emigrated without permit. Branch 5, assigned to royal service. Alright, I don't understand what all of this means. I guess these were the subjects of that project. What happened to the original subject 5? Show me their history. This time you hit pay dirt. Here are all the milestones and misfortunes of Oleg's third child, recounted with the clinical detachment of an account book. Registered in Royal Annals. Age 6, assigned to basic schooling in Yansk Oblast. Year 8, reassigned with family to Feropolis. Year 9, petitioned Machinist Rex for technical schooling. Denied. Skip to the end and look for clues about their fate. Year 23, month 3, assigned to agricultural service in Istrik Oblast as per project parameters. Year 25, petitioned for reassignment to Feropolis. Denied as per project parameters. Year 27, alas, fault in status check. Year 28, alas, okay, there we go. That's all there is. You'd better ask the librarian what she makes of it. Alright, no further questions. Please replace Quill. Alright. Some kind of project by that head machinist, who already seemed like quite a douche. So let's see if she can make anything of it. But I guess he's maybe still alive and not in the pocket dimension. The sun. The librarian quickly hides a handkerchief underneath some papers as you approach. Her eyes are red and wet. Oh hello, dearie. Do pardon me, all the parchment here plays havoc on my allergies. How are you holding up, Genevieve? She wipes her eyes. Oh, thank you for asking, dearie. I'm sure I'll be alright. People can go back to normal after anything, can't they? As long as we have some way to get there. When my little Indira died, we had a funeral, sang songs, said goodbye, then there was a gravestone with a name on it. I still visit every year. It was like, I don't know, like a bridge linking the world where she was alive to the one where she was gone. But this, what am I even meant to do with this? Yeah, I understand. At least there's only machines here to witness my tears. I think I found something about your missing child. Oh, well done. She takes a deep breath. Go ahead, I'm as ready as I can be. The last known location was a place called Istrik Oblast. Istrik? Oh dear me. That's what we used to call the corrupted lands, before they were consumed. I've never heard of any survivors. I didn't get the child's name, something about a fault in status check. How curious. That's quite similar to what the king says when you ask it about people who've fallen prey to the corruption. Genevieve looks forlorn. I suppose the answer is staring us in the face, isn't it? When something becomes corrupted, its official records get scrambled. Some say it also affects people's memories of the thing. Although obviously you and I both know that the last part is claptrap. Istrik is gone, but there's a royal cleanup camp near where it used to be, out in the corrupted lands. If there are any clues left as to this child's fate, you'd surely find them there. But what's the nature of this corruption? Nobody's quite sure, dearie. I do know it started long before the fall of Istrik. Just little outbreaks here and there, only murmured about, never officially acknowledged. But then the town of Progress was consumed in a matter of weeks, and the rest of Istrik wasn't far behind. After that, everyone knew. Remember exactly where I was when I heard Progress had fallen. In that little apartment in Fropolis, washing Oleg's sock. Oh no. Oh, King's blessing on those brave cleanup workers. How do I reach the Corrupted Lands? At the far eastern end of this island, across an artificial ditch. The whole area is restricted by order of the king, and the cleanup crews get in and out by sky barge. She glances around to check the Macapedes are still dormant, then lowers her voice. But between you and me, I heard there's some kind of abandoned machine out there that you could clamber up. Here, she passes you a little scrap of paper. These are the access codes we use at the library. A lot of the king's machines use the same ones. Perhaps if you try them, you'll get lucky. I'll do what I can. Thank you, dearie. I'll be praying to the king for you. Alright. Corrupted lands to the east. Yeah, I guess somewhere here. We also still have to go and explore Bohemia. But let me first have a look behind the... Also, is there anything down here? That doesn't look like much going on there. I want to have a look behind the graveyard. There was something there. And I think then we're going back for the little nap to the city. As my stamina's not that great. Up. A lot of things going wrong in this kingdom for sure. A lot of mysterious things that we have no answers for still. At least the knowledge that there's this pocket dimension where people get transported is a lot already. Maybe we're gonna find out more once we meet up with our friend from the Machinist Guild at the park again. Alright. A little hut there. Or like more like a pot. Some money. Up, and some more. Always good to have. Alright, let's transport back to the city. There we are. Let's go for bed. Any bed is better than the maggot-filled beds we had in the Endless Realm. Actually, this was kind of nice up here in this little house. We have a balcony, you know. I think that's nice. And this bed looks pretty nice in general. Sleep until morning. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good day.